In a previous video, some people felt that I may have claimed that Zionism is a bad word. I'm not saying Zionism is a bad word. If you go to the American media, you'll never see the word Zionist or Zionism unless they're specifically talking about Zionism. But if you're talking about, let's say, the flotilla incident, you talk about IDF soldiers going in and rappelling down onto this boat. You wouldn't say, we had our Zionist soldiers, our Zionist regime soldiers drop onto this boat. You just wouldn't say it because Zionism is an ideology. And you don't talk about ideology, they're talking about an event. But someone who's really against them will start mentioning ideology. The American imperialist army attacked today. Who wrote that article? Someone who hates the Americans. The capitalistic regime of America. We wouldn't call ourselves... We are capitalistic, and it's fine to say this is capitalism, what we do here. But only an enemy would call this a capitalistic regime. If you start talking about American propaganda, it's negative. And the word propaganda isn't negative. It isn't a negative word, but it has negative connotations. And anybody who starts talking about American propaganda I know right off the bat that they're against America. Their story's going to be against America, because if they were for America, they would just talk about American policy, or they would talk about what we call propaganda now. Now we call propaganda public affairs. So they'd say, the public affairs department in America mentioned da-da-da-da-da. They wouldn't say, American propaganda said, but an enemy would say that. We don't have a Department of War anymore. We still have a War Department, we just call it the Defense Department. Unless you're doing a story about Zionism and you're trying to explain Zionism, throwing the word Zionism into your stories only makes most Americans turn away. Not that they're repulsed. They have no idea what Zionism is. You walk up to most Americans and say, hey, you know what Zionism is? They have no idea. So you put the word Zionist up there in your title and you're hoping Americans will come see it. They'll look at the word Zionist and they go, what is Zion? What does that have to do with anything? So it's better off just to say the facts and leave Zionism out of it, unless you want to lure them and explain Zionism to them. But usually people just throw the word Zionism in without any explanation. America does need explanations about Zionism, but you got to get them to the table. You got to get their ear first. And you're not going to do it with Zionist oppressor as a title. Yeah, I met Joe. He converted. Oh, what did he convert to? Yeah, he converted to... He's one of those Allah worshipping Muslims now. He's one of those Allah worshipping Muslims. Well, do Muslims worship Allah? Yes. So what he said was true. But why would you say Allah worshipping Muslims? Unless you were trying to add a little dig or something. You know what I mean? So it's true. They're Allah worshipping Muslims. But a Muslim would never call himself an Allah worshipping Muslim. He'd just say he was a Muslim. So Zionist oppressor, Zionist soldiers, and again, it's true, some of them are Zionists. Many of those soldiers are actually Zionists in their mind. They're soldiers. Stick to the facts of what's happening. Then if you want to talk to them about Zionism once you have their ear, then you talk to them about Zionism. None of these are bad words. Allah worshipping is great. But if anybody made a video and said, hey, look at these Allah worshipping Muslims, I guarantee almost 100% it's something negative, right? Unless it's some kook taking you down a path of an odd psychological journey. So I want all of us to be aware how we come across. A lot of times when we speak, there's a subtext. A lot of people can read your subtext. So even though you think you're putting out an article that could draw in a full audience and you can win people over, most of the time you put out an article, it has little clues for the discerning eye and ear of particular people in particular cultures to know what side you're on. I can look at the title of most articles and I can tell by the title whether it's this side or that side. You can tell by the title. It's all geared up, so that's how we, the discriminating, the prejudice, are able to pick and choose the news we watch. We see a title we don't like, we don't go for it. That's why I like neutral titles. Can you make a neutral title? Can I make a neutral title? Good luck. It's going to make us more powerful if we're able to dispense our message to a broader audience. And we can't do it if we put in our little subtext anger. that causes people to exactly know what it is we stand for already and pass us up. Does that make sense?
Play on America!